Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into South Africa's most pressing political developments. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a single update. And if you're a returning viewer, we appreciate your continued support. Today, we are focusing on a dramatic political twist shaking the foundations of South Africa's democracy. Jacob Zuma's MK party, formerly known as Umkhonto we Sizwe, has officially demanded that the 2024 general election results be nullified. That's right, annulled, scrapped, erased, and replaced with an entirely new national vote. This bold and controversial demand came during a high-stakes media briefing in Johannesburg, where MK party spokesperson Lamulo Ndhila claimed that the elections were marred by serious irregularities and that the Independent Electoral Commission, the IEC, failed in its constitutional duty to uphold a free and fair election. Let's unpack this story and dig into what's really at stake here, for democracy, for the rule of law, and for the future of South African politics. The MK party has been riding a wave of populist sentiment, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, where Zuma still holds significant grassroots support. Despite being a relatively new player on the national stage, MK managed to secure seats in parliament in the 2024 elections, a remarkable achievement for a new entrant. But for Jacob Zuma and his loyalists, that wasn't enough. According to Ndhila, the party believes that their real performance was far stronger, and that procedural failures and voter manipulation severely distorted the outcome. He stated clearly, "We believe the 2024 vote did not reflect the true will of the people." The party is now preparing to take this battle to the Constitutional Court, demanding a fresh national election. Now, let's pause for a second and talk about how serious this is. Overturning national election results isn't just rare, it's almost unheard of in modern democratic systems. Legal experts have already pointed out that MK's challenge faces an incredibly high bar. They will need concrete, compelling, and widespread evidence of electoral misconduct, not just complaints about delays or isolated glitches. So far, the IEC has not commented directly on MK's latest demands, but they have previously stood firm on their assessment that the 2024 elections were indeed free and fair. While acknowledging that there were some logistical hurdles, such as late ballot deliveries and long queues at some voting stations, the IEC maintains that these did not compromise the legitimacy of the outcome. Let's also remember that the 2024 elections were historic in another way. For the first time since 1994, the African National Congress failed to secure a majority, dipping below 50%. That alone sent shockwaves through the political system and opened the door for intense coalition negotiations, which have dramatically reshaped the balance of power in parliament. It's within this context that MK's challenge must be understood. Some political analysts believe that this is less about legal success and more about political theater, a calculated move to energize their base ahead of the 2026 local government elections. Lindayo Malango, a respected political analyst, had this to say: "It's a bold move, but unlikely to succeed legally. However, it plays well to their base, especially in provinces like KZN, where anti-ANC sentiment and loyalty to Zuma remain strong." And she has a point. This isn't just a legal challenge, it's a rallying cry. It's a message to disillusioned voters, many of whom feel that the political elite, including the IEC, have failed them. MK is positioning itself as the voice of the people who believe the system is rigged, the votes were manipulated, and the democratic promise of 1994 has been betrayed. But here's where things get even more complicated. Some insiders are now warning that this type of rhetoric could trigger instability. By casting doubt on the legitimacy of the electoral system without hard evidence, parties risk undermining public trust in democracy itself. And in a country already dealing with deep economic and social frustrations, that's a dangerous game. We've seen this kind of tactic before, both locally and globally. In the United States, Donald Trump's false claims of a stolen 2020 election led to the Capitol insurrection. In Kenya and Zimbabwe, disputed elections have triggered violence. Could South Africa be heading down a similar path? Already, social media is buzzing with heated debate. MK supporters are rallying behind the call for new elections, while others warn that this could open the door to chaos and an erosion of constitutional order. Some even fear that this move might be a precursor to more militant tactics, reminiscent of the July 2021 unrest, when protests linked to Zuma's imprisonment turned deadly. At the same time, we must ask, why is Jacob Zuma pushing so hard now? Some believe it's about personal vindication, a final attempt to reassert political dominance after years of legal battles, arrests, and reputational damage. Others think it's strategic, weaken the ANC further, splinter the vote, and position MK as a kingmaker in future coalition talks. It's no secret that MK's formation caused serious waves within the ANC. Zuma's open defiance of the party's leadership, and his choice to endorse a splinter group, sparked debates about loyalty, party discipline, and political ethics. And now, by attacking the IEC and the broader electoral system, Zuma is effectively declaring war on the institutions that have governed South Africa's democracy for over 3 decades. We also need to talk about the role of the Constitutional Court in this saga. If MK goes through with its promise to file a legal challenge, the Constitutional Court will have to navigate an intensely political minefield. Do they reject the case outright? Do they allow it to proceed and risk opening Pandora's box? Whatever happens, the court's decision could set a precedent for how future electoral disputes are handled in South Africa. In conclusion, while MK's chances of actually annulling the 2024 elections remain slim, the political impact of their challenge is undeniable. They've managed to dominate headlines, galvanize supporters, and inject fresh tension into an already fragile political landscape. Whether this leads to greater accountability or greater instability remains to be seen. What's clear is that South Africa's democracy is being stress-tested like never before, and how we respond as a nation will shape the path ahead. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe the MK party has a case? Should the IEC be investigated? Or is this just another chapter in the Zuma saga? Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth political commentary, and share this with someone who needs to hear the truth behind the headlines. Thanks for watching. See you next time.